universe, with its heroes and marvels. But what of the darkness?
See, this is long before Wesley Snipes. Back then, we was the blackest on the planet, and we just wailed on his legs.
You darkness, you black midnight evil mother. They said he never gave you money.
We don't do that here.
Nerd Mafia, forget about it. We run laps in 12 parsecs, maybe less, and done flat. A good fella here to bless them all with fun facts.
Leave the gun. Technical only.
What's good, YouTube? This is Nerd Mafia, and whether you're a returning or new viewer, welcome to the family. Today we're going to talk about the question of how the MCU will decide to have T'Challa pass on to the next realm in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Before we get going though, I need you to nano suit up and aim a kinetic energy blast at that like button, and if you're new, cross your arms across your chest and shout Wakanda Forever as you tap the subscribe button and set notifications to all in order to join the nerd mob and never miss out on another video produced by this channel. Also, in addition to the Twitter, Facebook, and Insta socials, we've got a Discord channel that's awesome for watch parties, talking spoilers on all current and upcoming content, but mostly just a space to hang out and goof around with like-minded nerdy people. All links are in the description. Now, let's get into it. With all the hype surrounding Black Panther 2, which will be the last production in Marvel's Phase 4, Chadwick Boseman's passing forcing the MCU to decide how to part ways with his character in an honorable way, and hopefully not for the long run, by the way, I can't help wondering exactly how they will attempt to accomplish this in this upcoming movie. It's no secret that it's coming, as we see memorials honoring the character and an actual funeral scene in the trailers. But with so much story from the source material involving T'Challa left, especially his history with Namor, how do they do this in a way that'll make sense? Well, let's think about it. And if you're still interested in what I'm about to say, tap that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, or else Bucky the White Wolf will become the next Black Panther. So there's a couple predominant theories and or predictions about how T'Challa will die. The first is honestly very uneventful and doesn't make a ton of sense to me. That is that somehow he'll die of an illness, like cancer or the like. And besides the fact that this character has the power bestowed upon him from consuming the heart-shaped herb that I would think keeps him safe from terminal illnesses like that, it also kind of hit really close to home, as Chadwick Boseman, as we all know, passed away in real life from a terminal illness in the form of colon cancer. The other train of thought I've heard is that since T'Challa is obviously depicted in a suit with a mask on a majority of the time in the Black Panther role, that he'll somehow die in battle. This makes sense because they could easily depict the scene with a combination of a body double and CGI. But what type of scene would this be? And what foe would be powerful enough to defeat him? Enter Phase 6 and Avengers Secret Wars. Now that we all know this is the next major lead-up in the MCU's storyline, why not adjust the story from Hickman's 2015 Secret Wars to fit this universe's reality, like Kevin Feige always does in his own way? Think about it. The onset to Hickman's Secret Wars features T'Challa witnessing an incursion. While he survives, other Wakandans die during the event. What if there's a play here that would not only pay homage to the source material, but also leave the door open to a possible recast of T'Challa? I'm proposing that this story could be tweaked so T'Challa still discovers an incursion, but in this timeline doesn't survive. It would make sense since this is the last project of Phase 4, and showing an incursion would pave way to Phase 5, which will dive deeper and deeper into the events leading to Secret Wars. And here's the kicker. The whole movie of Black Panther 2 can lead us to believe that T'Challa died in battle and initially show us a limited perspective of this event, but then a post-credit scene could reveal the incursion, and maybe even be spun in a way where T'Challa's true fate is left in question. And that would open the door for a recast if Marvel decides to go that route and satisfy so many of us fans. But hey, I'm just a random guy with a YouTube channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're still watching, then like this video for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new so we can keep growing the family. That's all I have for now. Until next time, I'm out.